All right, guys, we're back at it. So we're out in the garden today. It's kind of overcast. We might get a little rain later, but hopefully not. I want to get some stuff. Well, actually, hopefully we will, because I'd rather get the rain and have the rain water the buckets. I did stop at Home Depot. If you saw the short I put out earlier today, I picked up a few things actually, and we're about to get the bucket, and we're going to go up there and take a look. So I was waiting for them to get the marigolds in, and they got some in finally, which was nice because I really wanted to get those out here. Oh, I just realized that's pointed all the wrong direction. You guys miss me? All right. So uh, I decided I wanted to get. I really need to get in here with a weed whacker and clean out some of these weeds. I decided I wanted to get some marigolds, so I did. The seriously, I'm gonna have to turn you guys. There we go. Oh, much better. The angle's not great, but hey, works, right? You're standing upright. So yeah, I wanted to get some marigolds, and they had some. They have a lot of the smaller pots, which is fine. They'll grow. Last year, mine got pretty big, so hopefully that'll work. The other thing I got some different ones too. So I like snapdragons. So I got these. I got the yellow variety, the pink, and of course my favorite. Some people call it red. I call it maroon. The maroon. I love maroon. I don't know why. Always have, always had. The other thing I found, now the marigolds, the only ones I found were basically the yellow and the gold. Those are the only two I found so far. So I'm hoping we'll have some more later. Now I'm not a strawberry fan, but I did get some strawberries. We'll see how these go. If nothing, my roommate, he'll eat them. He likes strawberries. Although I do, to be honest, I do enjoy straight off the vine. I do. That's pretty much the only way I'll eat them. The other thing I picked up was some cantaloupe. We got some cantaloupe. I got two of these, and it looks like there might be two in each pot. So we can spread those out a little bit and see if we can get them to grow a little bit better, or not grow better, but to just grow more. So I finally found one, the orange bell pepper. I wanted the orange before, and I thought I grabbed it, and that ended up being a zucchini somehow. I don't know. I guess I didn't really pay attention when I got it. The other thing I'm kind of excited about was they didn't have this before, and this is what I was actually looking for, is peppermint. Can I tell you, the car on the ride home, oh my God, it smelled so good. What else did I get? So I got peppermint, and I think I got another. Yeah, oh, I got a yellow sweet bell pepper too. So we'll have yellow, red, and orange. And so the other thing I picked up, so I got the cantaloupe. I got spearmint. I got more spearmint. Now I know these spread out, and I could probably wait and and separate them and put in there, but I don't want to wait too long. I do want to get these things in the ground, and I don't want to have to wait. I want to have, if this works, right, I want to have that in the ground to deter the pests immediately, the squirrels, the chipmunks, bugs, anything like that. I want it starting now. So, um, yeah, I wanted to get those in the pots now instead of waiting. And yeah, they'll spread in the pots, but that's fine. I mean, we can control that. We can separate out. And if we have places to put them and plant them, we'll put them and plant them. If I have people that want some, I can give them away, you know, separate them out. But anyway, so I did get a couple more of the white boxes. I have those 2 cabbages out there, and I don't want those to go to waste. Caterpillar. It's not even a caterpillar. It's a gypsy moth. I don't want them to go to waste, so I grabbed 2 more of those. Now, I made a mistake when I picked up the soil this time. I thought I was getting the V-Grow, and in reality, I got a Miracle-Gro. So we're just going to have to suck it up. I did get another bag of black cow manure, and I did some stuff in the yard afterwards for the backyard where I sat and have my grill and stuff like that. And I noticed my rake was broken. So I actually picked up a new handle for the rake. It's a little shorter, but I think it'll do. So for those of you who don't know, this is a raw wood, so it's I could take some sandpaper to it, and I might do that because it is a little on the rough side, and the potential for splinters is there. So I'll probably either take a little sandpaper to it, or when I use it, I'll use gloves, and that'll just smooth it out, and less chance of splinters and stuff. So if you get a new rake handle and it's wood like mine is, you know, kind of keep that in the back of your mind, because potential for slivers and stuff, and you may not even feel it too, because they tend to be small, and when they're small like that and they go into the skin, you don't even notice until it's already too late and it's infected. So when you get new rake handles, you know, for the first few uses, I would suggest using gloves, sand it down with sandpaper, and then seal it with something like if you have beeswax, or maybe some, I guess you could use tung oil, but anything like that to kind of seal it up is best. So I did get a new handle for that. So we have that. We got the soil for the 2 pots. Should be plenty for the 2 pots, because what I'll do is, because I have that other soil we took out of the pots this year, I'll use some of that, mix that in with this, so we'll have kind of like a 3-part like we were doing before. And then I also have some peat moss. I want to try some peat moss in there. I don't like using peat moss because of the way it's harvested and the way it's taken out of bogs and stuff like that, and it damages the bogs, and I don't like to use it if I don't have to. But we'll talk about this when I get down there. But I'm gonna take a minute. I'm gonna pause you guys. I'm gonna run a bunch of this stuff down, and then I'll bring you guys down there, and we'll have a chit chat. All right, let me get this stuff down there. So just a couple more to go. So this little bucket actually does a good job. It gets quite a bit in there. I got all the guys. I'm trying to keep you from tipping over here. This is crazy. Okay, there we go. I got all the soil and the pots and everything down there. So one more trip. Try and squeeze a couple of these in here without damaging the other plants. That's all I'm worried about. Oh, and the other thing I got some lettuce. Never tried it, never done it. So we're gonna try that. All right, let me get the rest of the stuff down there. All right, here we go. Let's get you guys down there. So, got all that stuff down here. I was afraid the camera would shut off if I didn't turn it on then and walk down with you guys. So, here we are. So, if y'all remember, I had that one extra pot down here. Oh, this is really gonna, there we go. So this one extra pot, now this has the old soil in it that we did last year. So I have I guess 2 gallons, two and a half gallons maybe, watering can. And I was right. So I dumped the water in there, and there's just one too many holes in there. Like there wasn't even, I want to say maybe 30 seconds, and water's just started pouring out the bottom of it. So hopefully with the amendments that we made to the soil this year, hopefully it'll hold more water. It'll hold the nutrients in, because if the water's pouring out, think about it, the water is just pouring out the bottom. So are all your fertilizers, all the nutrients and all that stuff in there is not holding. So knowing what I know now, I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. I don't know how it's going to work out. And of course, the trucks are coming by. Thank you so much. Your timing is terrible. But I have an idea of what I want to do, and this V-Grow Eden planter. So this is the one we got last week, or one of the type we got last week. This is a new one today. I got this, and I think they're all the 14-inch pots. So I got these at Home Depot. They were $19.99. They're 24 quarts of soil capacity. Now, if you recall, we didn't fill those all the way to the top, so there's that. I want to get these labels off when I can, because otherwise they'll melt on there, or they'll stick on there and I won't be able to get them off. But if you all remember, these have that little bowl in the bottom. So the area around the outside of this piece flips over and it creates a flat area, and then there's nothing underneath this. And then as the water gets to a certain height, it fills up and dumps out of those. So my thought is, I don't know how I'll do it, but my thought is, what if I think there's 5 holes in these. There's one in the center, and there's 4 like in the outer edges. So my thought is, what if I cover those up, cover the 4 holes up with a piece of wood or something, right? Screw it down in there. And then at the center one, I make a disc, and we'll stack some of those discs up. Now, of course, the soil's going to be down in there, but my thought is, if it can't escape as quick, and I leave that there, and then the water has to flow out and down like this one does, it'll keep, like this planter does, it'll keep the soil moist longer. So I'm thinking about that, but we're going to see how these do, because if these do well, then all fine and good. Now, this bucket, one of my viewers told me that the sun eats them up and breaks them down. Yeah, I had thought about that ahead of time anyway. That's okay, because I mean, the other alternative is I can't just buy the covers, so I got to buy the boxes, right? So I need the covers. I don't need the box. So if it lasts me a season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons, great. You know, that'll be awesome. I'll utilize that. And then I'm gonna pause you guys for a second. Hang on. All right, just had to wait for that truck to go by. So I think this video is just gonna kind of be a yappy video, and the next video I'll probably make 2 or 3 today to kind of have for the rest of the week. So don't be surprised if you see some other videos coming out, basically taking off from where we are today. So my thought is, if I can do something like that, if this works out good, and it holds soil. Great, right? So it is moist in here still. And the same thing with this one. Now, this one I'm kind of concerned because there's no weep holes, but the soil is moist, and which is good. You know, I want it to be moist. I don't want it to dry out. So that one's good. This one is it's kind of moist, so that's good. These are kind of moist too, so it's maybe changing the soil a little bit helped. So it helped keep some of that moisture in there. So, oh look, there's another one I missed. Goodness gracious! So the other day I was out here, guys, and something's wrong with me. I swear. I kept finding all these garlic that I didn't plant. They were just sitting on top of the soil. I swear to you, I looked around and I thought I got them all. I might have to trim these onion things off. But so since we're just jibber jabbing right now, I might just take that camera off there and we'll do a garden walk, right? And we'll go through things. This was what? Lavender. Okay, so we're looking good. So let me reduce this down. We're gonna do a little walkthrough. Let me pause this for a second. Okay, so I made that a little smaller so we can walk around. So let's take a look at the garden so far. So back that up a little bit so we get more of a view. So as you can see, got garlic coming up here, and look how this is spread out already. I mean, it's literally walking everywhere right now. I have not seen anything come of this or this, which is the raspberry. So I haven't seen anything come of that. I do have some new garlic coming up there. The cilantro is looking really good. These, I don't know what's going on here. Now, it did say full sun, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, full sun. And they have gotten water. This one's gotten a little bit bigger, but I'm kind of concerned about the leaves. So we'll see what happens there. I think this is part of that. Right? Yeah, that is part of that. So, but this is kind of spread out already. So you can see what I'm talking about, how the mints are going to spread out. See, look at these tags are moved around. All right, cilantro. And look, the tags are gone again, right? Nope, there it is. So this is the sweet mint. So you can see how it's kind of spread out a little bit. So that's what I was talking about earlier. So those will spread out through the pot, which is fine. Because again, it's contained. It's in a small area. I can weed through it if I need to. Now, I didn't see any garlic coming up here. Again, this plant's doing the same as the other one. This is getting much bigger. This one is not doing much. I'm kind of concerned about that little guy. The same with this one. These are, I believe, those are the spearmint. The tomatoes looking good. Those, like I said, those are kind of like a weed, so they'll grow. So we're going to have 2 orange bell peppers because that one's an orange. This one's a red. And then we'll have 1 yellow. The zucchini is getting pretty big here, so that's looking pretty good. The lavender is about the same. That one's doing the same as the other ones. We do have 1 little garlic coming up here. And it looks like everything in there is growing good. The cabbage is starting to roll. The leaves are starting to roll in, so that's good. Rosemary, and we do have I believe that's a garlic. I think that's a garlic. I mean, I can't see the asparagus coming up that quickly. I mean, I could be wrong, but I did put some garlic in there, and there's another one over here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Right there. And then we did put a cauliflower in here as well. And this one's doing the same. You can see the leaves are starting to roll around there. So the head will probably start growing here in like another week or so. That truck is not helpful today. We have another lavender plant here. This one is definitely gotten a little bit bigger than the other one. I did forget about the rosemary. Rosemary is actually looking good this year. So last year I had a rosemary and it did not do well at all. The sweet mint is looking good. This is doing the same as the other ones. But we have other flowers to put in, so I'm not too worried about it. These cauliflower are looking pretty good. Now the broccoli is definitely looking good now. I do have to trim a few of these leaves off. I mean, we can just pinch those off, not a big deal. So those are looking good. Handful of times I've had broccoli growing in my life, and that was when I was much younger. So, but as you can see, I did put one of the trellis over here, and eventually, once that zucchini starts growing, I kind of want to put a trellis across here and one down here, so it kind of grows up. It'll grow up and over it and down. So that's my idea for that. So I think we'll call this a video because we just had to talk through and walk through. So I do have plenty of trellises left over here. I haven't even started with those yet. The only ones I might need to get a couple more of these smaller cages for the pepper plants, because the pepper plants won't get huge, but I want to kind of keep them contained inside of there. So if the fruit's growing over a little bit, it'll kind of stay inside that frame. I don't know where we're going to put those yet. I haven't figured that out yet. The other thing, we did plant a bunch of like the leek style onion, the other kinds of onions. They haven't done anything yet. So I don't know if it's the seeds or if it's the soil or what it was, but they're not coming up yet. It may, I don't know, it may take a little while. So we have had some cooler days, which would be good for the garlic, the onions, the cabbages, and the broccoli. That'll be good for those. So we got a few more cooler days, and I say cooler, it's only going down into like the 40s. So it'll be good for those. It'll help those grow. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to get these two done, and then I can put the other two cabbages in there. And I may try and stick the lettuce in the corners, like one or kitty corner, like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 6, so maybe do one in there, one in there, and then 2 and 2, and see how the lettuce grows in there. But yeah, so that's what we'll do. So the next video, we'll mix up some dirt. We'll start putting some of these plants in the ground, because I really want them. I don't want to leave them in the pots. It's not good for them. As long as we keep them watered, though, they should be fine. The other thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to tackle these. I've got to get those done. I may just end up using what soil's there. I'll just basically dump that soil into that pile from these. So I'll take these, dump them over there, and we'll put the potatoes in, because the potatoes are starting to sprout. So we got vines, or yeah, I guess call them vines, right? Stems, whatever. So anyway, so that's that for this video, and I'll put this out. It's Monday, so I'll get this out later today. I already put up a short, so hopefully that does well. We are at 99, guys, so we're gonna have to come up with a new number pretty soon here, I hope, which will be fun. We'll have to figure out 150, 125. Let me know in the comments what you think we should do for the next round, for the next goal. So guys, have a great day. Be blessed. Stay safe. And we'll see you in the next video.